All right, so here is April's. It's a cute little jelly bean jar. And I'm going to take this piece out and pop out all the jelly beans. I'm gonna do green, pink, and purple, and some yellows. So let's see here, we'll do green, let's go with pink, yellow, let's do some blue too. And this, I think I'm gonna do blue as well. I am going to paint these just because I like the way it looks. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't want to worry about those. You can choose to paint them the color of the jar or a different color of gray if you want and use them. But I think I'm not going to do it today. This, I'm going to do slate gray, and the back of this, I'm going to do white. So I'm going to go ahead and get my white going. And even if you put paint over these outlines right here, you'll still be able to see the outlines. They're just there for a guide. And my makeup sponge is kind of drying out a little bit, and I got a goober there. Get that out. Another goober. What the heck? And I didn't pay any attention to see if there was any scorching on this one. And there might have been. You can kind of see it seeping through a little bit right there, which I'll sand it a little bit on before my next layer, and it should work. White usually takes at least 2 to 3 coats to get good coverage. And again, you want to make sure to take care of the scorching marks before putting down white, because I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the off-white there coming through. It's probably because I didn't clean. No, it is because I didn't clean it before I started painting white. So we're just going to go through here, make it even as possible, and set that aside, let it dry, and then I'm going to put some, I need a baby wipe. I'm gonna sand it off a little bit. And I just need to wipe my hands, so I like to keep extra baby wipes around. I don't want to get white all over my project. Of course, I could run to the sink and wash my hands too, but all right, so green, pink, purple, yellow, blue, slate gray. Go ahead and put on some slate gray real quick since I have that out. Okay, and we're gonna go with winter blue for our blue. And since this is engraved here, you want to make sure that your makeup sponge has just barely any paint on it. And when you dab, I'm going to dab these first. When you dab very lightly. Like very, very lightly. Sometimes I like to hold the tape down. Sometimes I get pretty, I don't know, my patience sometimes isn't great, and I'll get paint down in the lines, and then you can take like a needle, a really fine needle, and kind of scrape it out. But we're gonna go with this. And I kind of got some in the S. And this is another scraping tool that I got at the dollar store. These are hard to find. You can get like weeding tools. That'll work great. Again, a needle, a really fine needle. But ever so lightly, you want to just dig out the paint. And it's good. All right, then we said pink. I know I want these to be pink, green, we'll do pink. It doesn't matter which ones you paint, what colors. I'm trying to get some of this off. We'll do pink. I think I said yellow, but we'll do pink. And there's a lot of paint on my sponge, so I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit on my foil, and that looks good. Okay, got a little paint on my table. I need to clean it off. Another reason why baby wipes are handy. I need to get yellow. I think I'm gonna use this. This is Baby Duck from, this is color matched from Deco Arts Baby Duck. And I really need to clean my paint. Okay, yellow. And that'll definitely need another coat. So. And purple. Let's go with purple cow since I already have it out. And a green. I think I am going to need to go get a green just 1 second. This is Deco Art Color Match at Home Depot Sage Mint. It's a good pastel color green. I am making a mess. All right, green. And that will need another coat as well. Okay, we'll let that dry a little bit. So this is already dry. So what I'm gonna do is where that scorch line is, I'm just gonna sand it down. Now that I have dust everywhere, take a baby wipe, clean that up so it doesn't get in my paint, and wipe off my round here. All right, we're gonna go back over that with white. I like to use cardboard paper to cover my surface so that I don't get paint everywhere. And then plus it's a nice area to clean off your brush and stuff when you run out of room on your paint palette. I am a messy painter. This would definitely need another coat. Let that dry. And we can go back in with winter blue. I'm gonna do this thing. And just with a little bit of paint, I'm gonna go back over my tag. Make sure to do it very lightly. Patience, patience is what I keep telling myself. Okay, I like that. And pink. And yellow. It's baby duck. And purple. And sage, or sage mint is what this is called. Second coats always looks so much better. Love it. Okay, now we'll let that dry. I need to get another coat of white on that. It's not quite dry yet. I'm gonna pause and I'll be back. Okay, this is dry, so I'm gonna put another coat on. Okay, I like that. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and let this dry. I'll be right back. Okay, this is dry, so we can put it together. So just following the outline that's engraved on your round. Go ahead and put this down. I think I'm gonna use a sponge again since this is pretty small. Press down. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. Another thing that we could do to kind of add a little pizzazz to our jelly beans is add a little white highlight. When I do lines, I like to use these little makeup eyeliner reusable brushes. I find they work pretty well. You want to make sure to use brand new paint. And then I'm just gonna add the white highlight to the back side of the jelly bean, I believe. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna rearrange these. So, this is always nerve-wracking. Am I gonna ruin my paint? Or my project here? Perfect. Oh my gosh, love it. I think I want to go from the bottom up on this one. So, oh, I'm shaky. Love it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it looks pretty perfect to me. Set that over there so my hands don't get into the wet paint. Clean up my brush. Dab the water off, get a little bit more paint. You know what, guys? I think I need to go buy a lottery ticket if I can get every one of these lines to come out perfect like this. It's because you guys are watching. And I know, patience. love it. Sometimes I surprise myself. Okay. Rinsing my brush, dabbing off the excess water, grabbing just a little bit of paint, starting at the top of the jelly bean and slowly working my way down. Oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. Some days are better than others. Okay. Cleaning off my paintbrush. That's way too much paint. Dabbing off the water. Dipping, again, just the top. I'm on a roll, watch out. Way too much paint. Rinsing off my brush, dabbing the excess water, a little bit of paint. Ladies and gentlemen, she's on a roll. Okay. One more. I don't think I've done that in a hot minute where I didn't mess up a line and had to wipe it off to redo it. Love it. All right, I'm gonna set my tape to the side, bring over my round, grab my glue, and let's start with blue. So on this, I'm just gonna put the paint in the outline. And if you want, you can also use tweezers. Sometimes I feel like my fingers are just a little too big to get the pieces in just right. Let's go green. And tweezers help get in those little itty bitty crevices. Let's do pink. I'm kind of just using the outline to see how to put the jelly beans in and what direction. And a yellow. Love it. It's getting so cute. Let's try blue again. And let's put a yellow here. Let's put a purple here. Let's do pink. Green. So cute. All right, with this tag, I'm gonna glue it right there, but I think I wanna add a little bit of a bow. So I'm gonna use this hemp, number 20. I picked it up at Walmart. It was pretty thin. I liked it for these little itty bitty bows. So all I'm gonna do is like the bunny tail method, I guess. do 2 loops, and I am not a professional bow maker. I struggle when it comes to bows, but this is what that's what works for me. If you guys have any suggestions, share please. Tighten that up and make it smaller so that it fits our bow or our tag. Okay, I love that. That's cute. Maybe a little bit smaller on this side. Nope. Oh yes, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna cut off my tails. Whatever your heart desires here. All right, I'm gonna glue on my tag. I might need to use hot glue for the bow, but I think I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna go get my hot glue gun. Okay. My hot glue gun is warm. This thing gets so hot. Nope. Okay, hot glue is ready now. So just a little dollop of hot glue. Put it over that hole. And then of course clean up your glue strings. And there she is. She's done.